Hello, I'm Ioana and today I'm going to walk you through my process of creating an app that would help my persona achieve her goal of improving her vocabulary in a desired language. This is Victoria, a 30 years old professional, single with no kids. She has a busy lifestyle, trying constantly to improve herself both professionally and personally. Even though her work schedule occupies most of her time, she wouldn't say no to a new learning opportunity. For example, she wants to refresh her French skills. She studied it in school, but over time she lost touch with it. She's not into learning in an old-fashioned way. Especially now with her busy schedule, she needs an interactive and fun way to learn. As she has many interests, she doesn't like to be limited. To keep her motivation active for a long time, learning must be a relaxing and pleasant experience. She doesn't need extra pressure in her life. However, she does need some structure to help her stay organized. With so many things happening around, she can get easily distracted and she can lose interest very easily. She struggles with making learning a consistent activity on the long term. Plus, she doesn't want to do extra rigid tasks that would make her life even more stressful. So how can we help Victoria stay motivated and engaged on the long term in her mission to improve her French skills? We believe that an app that allows her to explore relevant and engaging content, applying what she learns in an interactive and practical way, would create a personalized and motivating learning experience for her on the long term. We will know this to be true when she gets into the habit to use the app on a regular basis, whenever she wants to have a break from her daily routine. Constantly having Victoria's needs and wants in mind, I proceeded to do some brainstorming. First attempts were very messy as I still didn't know in which direction to go, so I started to write down everything that crossed my mind, and gradually I moved to sketching some ideas. My sketches tended to be too cluttered and they proved to be confusing as they lacked real content. So I decided to create the screens in a more realistic way and I tried to declutter them as much as possible. So I have created a vocabulary builder that would help Victoria build a vocabulary by exploring diverse content based on her own interests. I have created an onboarding for her to introduce her to the app and help her set up some learning preferences. I have created flows to explore new vocabulary by accessing different kinds of multimedia items, flows to save words and make notes, flows to interact with others by sharing content, and flows to revise content learned through games and quizzes. When I finally thought that my prototype can be tested, I proceeded with the most important part: find out how easy the users can perform certain tasks such as starting learning new words, saving new words to learn, share content, play a game. So far so good. I was really enthusiastic about it. However, here I would like to emphasize one lesson that I learned. Make sure you set the right expectations for the users. They don't really know what a prototype is, so I had to reformulate my initial introduction from saying I'm testing the first prototype of the app into I'm testing the skeleton of an app that helps you build up vocabulary. Also, I found it important to mention from the beginning that I couldn't answer questions during the testing, so I encouraged the users to think out loud. After testing, I realized that when exploring new words, users were confused by the folders I knew and I learned. I adjusted them by adding extra explanation, however, it might still be confusing. Maybe changing it into my vocabulary and then dividing it into new and old vocabulary would work this better. I think I could find this out in another round of testing. Because there was also some misunderstanding around the folder My Notes, I decided to change it into my glossary and make it clear that notes can be made on the words that have been saved here. Regarding sharing content, users didn't know who would see their posts and comments, so I specified that this is an option only for the app users. However, I found out that this is not really bringing much added value. Actually, few users would use it. Concerning the quiz and play part, users found this a nice feature. However, they would like to have more visibility on progress and achievements. Therefore, I replaced the option Share with Friends with Achievements at the end of the game, and I linked it to the main screen where this info can be displayed. So, what have I learned from this process? How did I find it? I think this picture says a lot about it. First of all, I think it's important to be patient as the process can get a bit messy in the beginning, to stay curious and always ask questions. There's a lot of trial and error, so it's better not to get stuck for too long. It's okay to explore everything that comes to you, but also it's important to set some time limits and to get some structure. Taking time and letting the information sink is another good idea. Improving rapid and clear sketching would definitely speed up the process. Last but not least, setting clear expectations for the users who will test the prototype will avoid misunderstandings and will provide relevant feedback. Thanks for watching.